As we enter 2018, of course it's important to be clear-eyed about all the damage that has been done by Trump and the GOP since they took office a year ago. But at the same time, it's incredibly important and it's justified for us to be hopeful and proud. Thank you so much for everything you've done as a member of this broad resistance movement and as a MoveOn member to make this moment possible. Let's take a second to look back at where we've come from over the last year and then look ahead to what's in store in 2018.
The resistance rises.
In 2017, together, millions of us built a historic resistance movement that worked to block Trump and the GOP's agenda, that worked to defend frontline communities against vicious attacks, that worked to defend key norms and institutions of this democracy, and that worked to prepare to retake power. So, more often than not, and against all odds, we succeeded. When it came to healthcare, MoveOn members and a broad movement of Americans rose up and successfully, again and again and again, defended tens of millions of people from having their healthcare being taken away.
What do we do?
Stand up, fight back!
When it came to the tax fight, MoveOn members used some of the same organizing techniques as we had in the healthcare fight to stand up and speak out, stiffen Democratic spines, and show Republicans the cost they will pay if they continue to sell out their constituents in favor of their wealthy donors.
Former FBI Director Robert Mueller.
When it came to the Mueller investigation, we have fought tirelessly to defend this investigation and to show that no one, not Trump, no one is above the rule of law. When it comes to the fight that we've been engaged in for months to defend dreamers from deportation, many of them to countries they hardly know, MoveOn members and others have shown that we will stand shoulder to shoulder with every community in this country as it comes under attack. Then there was one moment in particular in 2017 that I think is incredibly inspiring.
Hurricane Maria slamming into the island.
It began in heartbreak. The people of Puerto Rico faced a deadly hurricane in the midst of hurricane season. And the administration and Trump had effectively turned their backs on a dire situation. In that context, MoveOn members stood up. We raised more than $3.3 million, MoveOn's biggest fundraiser in history, for direct hurricane relief efforts. We showed that even if our government turns its back, we as a community won't.
This is just to say thank you so much, MoveOn.org.
Again and again and again over the course of the year, fights that had been predicted to be over on day one of the Trump administration were not, because people stood up, because we fought, because we spoke out for our values, because we organized together. Now, as we head into 2018, we need to show that the resistance will be electoralized the same way it was in the wake of elections in Virginia and Alabama. We're going to take that kind of energy, momentum, and power. We're going to march to the ballot box in 2018. So here's what's in store. MoveOn members in 2018 will prioritize ending GOP control of the House of Representatives. We're going to also work to support down-ballot visionary candidates who are running the kind of movement-connected, progressive champion campaigns that we need to see more of. We will also, of course, continue to block the GOP's agenda at every turn, and we will work to strengthen our broad movement's capacity. This is important work, and we know we can do it, and we know we can be successful if everyone steps up. There's a way for every MoveOn member to be involved in the massive election program that we are building in 2018. MoveOn members will be sending text messages, we'll be making phone calls, we'll be going door to door to talk to voters, we'll be sharing things on social media, we'll be sharing our own stories. In a multitude of ways, MoveOn members' voices and energy will power our grassroots election program to accomplish all the things we need to accomplish in this pivotal election year. Your support powers all that work. It powers the organizers, the technology. Everything we do depends on support from partners like you. So thank you so much for your past support, and thank you for everything that we can do together heading into 2018.